Hi folks and friends on YouTube, thanks for being here. I'm Still Dreaming is my channel, and in this video I want to share my Valentine decorations that I have outside, and I also want to share my Valentine vignette that's just inside the front door here. And I also want to do a quick read on the legend of Saint Valentine. So what we're looking at right now is a chime, a wind chime that I've had for so many years now. I really couldn't say how many years. It's been so long, but I always bring it out for Valentine's Day because I really I really enjoy it so much. I especially like the delicate sound that it makes from when I get a breeze. Sometimes it tangles up a little bit, and I have to untangle it. But oh, there it is. That's better. I'm looking up towards it, so I wanted to share that. And then the other thing that I have is on my front door. So today is Friday, February 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, Saturday. So the other thing I wanted to show was what I did to my wreath. 2 and 3 weeks ago, I made 2 videos showing what my little bit of Valentine decorations that I have and that I've kept over the years. So the next thing I want to show you is the wreath on my front door, but I added to it, so it's nicer now than what it was before. So okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera around this way. And there it is. So what I added was, oh, this red, I used my glue gun and I added the red ribbon, the bow at the top to hang it, you know, and then I put the red ribbon all around the heart. I didn't have that before, so I added that, and I added a few more pink and light pink little gems, and then I had this real pretty little pink rose. It's actually a little hair ornament. It's got a little clip on the back, and then I just have these little beads. So so yeah, that's what my wreath looks like. And okay, so now we're going to go inside the house, and I'm going to show you the little vignette space that I have right when you come into the front door. And here it is. I hope my daughter doesn't come out of her room and interrupt me while I'm recording, because then I'll have to stop and start over. Okay, so like I said, two and 3 weeks ago, I showed you the items that I had, what I was planning to use to decorate with. And then, so this is what I did. I made my own garland. I had these beads already. The thing that I added to the garland was more ribbon. So I put little red bows on the hearts. They're supposed to be turned around like that. So I added that, and then this wood bead garland, I picked that up at the thrift store, and this I already had. I had this from a few years ago. These are just little felt doilies that I found one time, and then another time I found these little glass hearts. So I used my glue gun and I glued the little glass hearts to the little white felt doilies. And then this, and I did that a long time ago, but then this year I added these little red bows some more of the doilies because you know, I just had a few of the little glass hearts. And then this is a picture of my mother and my father. I think they're about 16 and 18 years old there. This I found one time at a thrift store, and it was just this little wire thing that it says love, and then I got these little suction cups, and I used this little tiny suction cups to get it to stick to the glass frame. And then here is, sorry about the reflection. 2 weeks ago I went to a Catholic gift shop in Camarillo, and hoping to find a prayer card or a little statue of Saint Valentine, but those are hard to come by. But it just so happens that the shopkeeper, she had a vintage card for Saint Valentine's Day, and she let me take pictures of it, and so then I went and printed the pictures. So I framed one of them. Sorry about the glare. Let's see if I can. So this is a silhouette that was done in 1996. My son was born in January of that year, and then in February I had to go back to work because my maternity leave had expired. And the weekend before I went back to work, my husband at the time, he has since passed away. He passed away in 2012, but him and I went together to Disneyland, and the only souvenir that I wanted was a silhouette. So that's from Disneyland, and that's from 1996, the year that our son was born. And then coming down this way, I picked this up this year, this glass plate. I thought it was real cute with this real pretty little detail with the black and the little gold trim that it has. And then this I've had for many years. It's a little Cupid, a little cherub angel sitting in a little heart-shaped dish, and I just put M&Ms in there. And then this pretty little snow, it was a gift. My neighbor next door, she gave this to me for Christmas, and I decided to repurpose it and use it for to add to my Valentine decor. And then these are just little lace gloves, and then these are just little earrings that I have. Maybe I'll dress up tomorrow for Valentine's Day and go have lunch with my husband, Robert, and might wear the pink ones or the red ones. I found these at, these I bought, I think, probably Walmart or Burlington, but these I found at a thrift store. These little handmade beaded ones. And then this I've had for a long time. It's just a little pendant for Valentine's Day. And then this is just in keeping with the theme of romance. So I have this little bottle of it's not champagne. It's what is it? It's pear cider. Ooh, I gotta drink that. And then this is a book that I've had for a long time. I found that at a thrift store. It's Poems of Faith and Love. So I brought that out because that's also Valentine themed. And then this is a little picture frame. I was a flower girl when I was, I think, 5 maybe, 5, 6, 5. I was in my aunt's wedding, my Nina Mary. And so I found that little heart-shaped frame. It's very small. See, see how small it is? It's as big as my thumb. And then here's some more of these little glass hearts. Sorry, I'm still sick. I said in my last video I've been sick. This is just a cute little candle holder. It's a pewter, pewter, and I have a lit candle there. And then, oh, I made these last night. I wanted to share these with you. Now, these were more difficult to make than I had anticipated, but they're pretzel rods dipped in chocolate with candy sugar and little candy hearts. I just made those last night. So I have those there, and then I have this was a little Valentine greeting card, vintage, and I thought that was so cute. So I put it in a frame. It didn't come in a frame. I put it inside a frame. And this is a Valentine card that I gave to my husband, who passed away a long time ago. He passed away in 2012. His name was Arnold, and 1 year for Valentine's Day, I gave him this Valentine's Day card. So that's it. That's all I have. And what I'm really proud about is that I spent just about $14 total to decorate for Valentine's Day. So I didn't spend a lot of money, which that's actually what I'm trying to advocate for, and inspire people to decorate, but to be aware and to understand that you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't. Okay, and so we're gonna walk this way. Now, I made this garland here. One time at the thrift store, I found a bag of these little foam conversation hearts, and then I got this little twine string at the Dollar Tree, and I made this garland, and I just have it strung up here. This thing I've had for a long time too. I found this at a thrift store a long time ago, and it just says kiss. And then the little pink tulle, I added that myself. It didn't come with the tulle. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how cute the garland came out. And I like it so much because it's very simple, and it was, the twine was $1.50, and the little bag of foam conversation hearts was like 99 cents. I found that at the thrift store. And and then the other thing is, I'm going to be baking cookies later tonight, because I want to take cookies to my son's work. So this, I have this real pretty little glass dish. So I'm going to give a box of cookies to my son so he can take to work, and then I'm going to save some for us and put them on this real pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? I love it so much. But for right now, I'm just using it like a little a way to keep things kind of organized. And then the other thing is my refrigerator. So this is the only other thing that I have really decorated for Valentine's Day, which is my refrigerator. And I always like to, I have a collection of magnets for each special occasion. And everything I had already, this was my mother's. This I found at the thrift store. And I always like to keep a little magnetic pad on my refrigerator, so when I run out of things, I write it down on that. And then this was a little decoration that my sister made, and she gave it to me. And Olivia is my niece, Olivia Rivera. And then this I found at the thrift store long time ago, and there's another picture of my parents. I wasn't born yet. Now, I was born in 1963, and that year my mother had just turned. All of our birthdays were in October. My mother's, my father's, and then I was born in October. And that year that I was born in 63, she had just turned 18, and my father had just turned 20. So this picture was taken before I was born, so they were even younger still here. And then this also used to be on my mother's refrigerator, and I have it now. And then that's my prayer. This is our prayer list for February, and I put just a couple of the little foam hearts there. So that's all I have for my Valentine decorations and my Valentine vignette. And what I wanted to do was take a few moments to read the legend of Saint Valentine. So, like I said, I got this this from a gift shop. I told you the backstory. So I want to go ahead and take a few minutes to just hold the camera steady. You know what? Let me close that door so there's not so much glare. Hold on. Because I've said before that you know, I'm Catholic, and Catholics are Christians. Catholics are Christians, and I'm a Catholic Christian, and I wanted to do a quick read on the legend of Saint Valentine. So okay, so I'm gonna just read it quickly. This will take just a few more minutes. So hold it right there. Okay, so the story of Valentine's Day begins in the 3rd century with an oppressive Roman emperor and a humble Christian martyr. The emperor was Claudius II. The Christian was Valentinus. Claudius had ordered all Romans to worship 12 gods, and he had made it a crime punishable by death to associate with Christians. But Valentinus was dedicated to the ideals of Christ, and not even the threat of death could keep him from practicing his beliefs. He was arrested and imprisoned. During the last weeks of Valentinus' life, a remarkable thing happened. Seeing that he was a man of learning, the jailer asked whether his daughter, Julia, might be brought to Valentinus for lessons. She had been blind since birth. Julia was a pretty young girl with a quick mind. Valentinus read stories of Rome's history to her. He described the world of nature to her. He taught her arithmetic and told her about God. She saw the world through his eyes, trusted in his wisdom, and found comfort in his quiet strength. So I just read this. This came from that card that I got from that shop owner from that Catholic gift store that I went to 2 weeks ago. Okay, so it goes on to say, Valentinus, does God really hear our prayers? Julia asked one day. Yes, my child, he hears each one, he replied. Do you know what I pray for every morning and every night? I pray that I might see. I want so much to see everything you've told me about. God does what is best for us if we only believe in him, Valentinus said. Oh, Valentinus, I do believe, Julia said intensely. I do. She knelt and grasped his hand. Then they prayed together. Suddenly there was a brilliant light in the prison cell. Radiant, Julia cried. Valentinus, I can see, I can see. Praise be to God, Valentinus exclaimed. On the eve of his death, Valentinus wrote a last note to Julia, urging her to stay close to God, and he signed it from your Valentine. So that's the second page. And this is the end. Here's what it looks like. And it says, his sentence was carried out the next day, February 14th, 270 AD, near a gate that was later named Porta Valentini in his memory. He was buried at what is now the Church of Praxedis in Rome. It is said that Julia herself planted a pink-blossomed almond tree near his grave. Today, the almond tree remains a symbol of abiding love and friendship. On each February 14th, St. Valentine's Day, messages of affection, love, and devotion are exchanged around the world. And before I close, I want to say a very special Valentine, especially for you, all of you out there in YouTube, with wishes for your happiness today and all year through. And happy Valentine's Day to all of you. All right, I'm going to close my video now. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.